العفو منك إلهي والذنب جاء مني والظن فيك جميل حسن يا ربي ظني والظن فيك جميل حسن يا ربي ظني حسن ظني
العفو منك إلهي والذنب جاء مني العفو منك إلهي والذنب جاء مني والظن فيك جميل حسن يا ربي ظني والظن فيك جميل حسن يا ربي ظني حسن ظني
يا ربي أنت رجائي أنت يا مجيب دعائي يا ربي أنت رجائي أنت يا مجيب دعائي اغفر يا ربي ذنوبي واستر يا ربي عيوبي اغفر يا ربي ذنوبي واستر يا ربي عيوبي أنت مولاي ارحمني واعفو عني
لكن الحاجة اللي أنا عايز أوريها لك كمان في الحتة دي وتراجعيها، إن بيقول في القرآن إن خلق الإنسان عظما ثم كساه جلدا. لاحظت أنت في سفر أيوب غير كده خالص. في الأيوب يقول فنسجتني كسوتني جلدا ولحما فنسجتني بعظام وعصب. يبقى اللحم قبل العظم، لكن في القرآن لخبطها، عمل العظم قبل اللحم، فبيقول عظما وكسوتني لحما. هل عمرك شفت؟ اولا دي حقيقة غير علمية ولم يثبتها العلم على الإطلاق. اللي بيثبته العلم اللي قاله الكتاب المقدس ان الأنسجة بعد ما بتتكون بتبتدي تتخن وتغلظ ويتكون من هذه الأنسجة العظم. يبقى كانت الأنسجة اللحمية الأول. والتأكيد أيضا الثاني، عمرك سمعتي في على مدى التاريخ واحدة أجهضت؟ لأن في نساء بيسقطوا يعني في كل تاريخ الطب. هل رأيت إنسانة سقطت وبيبصوا في السقط لقوه هيكل عظمي لسه ما تكساش لحم؟ عمرك شفتيها؟ اسأل الطب كله.
نعم أنا أسفة، إزاي هيكون اللحم أولا إذا العظم داخل اللحم أصلا؟
Another important aspect of the information mentioned in the verses of the Quran is the developmental stages of a human in the mother's womb. It is stated in the verses that in the mother's womb, first the bones develop, and then the muscles form which wrap around these bones. We then formed the drop into a clot, and formed the clot into a lump, and formed the lump into bones, and clothed the bones in flesh, and then brought him into being as another creature. Blessed be God, the best of creators. Embryology is a branch of science that studies the development of embryos in the mother's womb. Until very recently, embryologists assumed that the bones and muscles in an embryo developed at the same time. For this reason, for a long time, some people claimed that these verses were in conflict with science. Yet, advanced microscopic research conducted by virtue of new technological developments has revealed that the revelation of the Quran is word by word correct. These examinations at the microscopic level showed that the development inside the mother's womb takes place in just the way it is described in the verses. First, the cartilage tissue of the embryo ossifies. Then, muscular cells that are selected from among the tissue around the bones come together and wrap around these bones. This event is described in a scientific publication with the following words. During the 7th week, the skeleton begins to spread throughout the body, and the bones take their familiar shapes. At the end of the 7th week, and during the 8th week, the muscles take their positions around the bone forms. In short, man's developmental stages, as they are described in the Quran, are in perfect harmony with the findings of modern embryology. In the Quran, it is related that man is created in a 3-stage process in the mother's womb. He creates you stage by stage in your mother's wombs in a 3-fold darkness. That is God, your Lord. Sovereignty is His. There is no God but Him. So what has made you deviate? As will be understood, it is pointed out in this verse that a human being is created in the mother's womb in 3 distinct stages. Indeed, modern biology has revealed that the baby's embryological development takes place in 3 distinct regions in the mother's womb. Today, in all of the embryological textbooks studied in the faculties of medicine, this subject is taken as an element of basic knowledge. For instance, in basic human embryology, a fundamental reference text in the field of embryology, this fact is stated as follows. The life in the uterus has 3 stages: pre-embryonic, first 2.5 weeks, embryonic, until the end of the 8th week, and fetal, from the 8th week to labour. These phases refer to the different developmental stages of a baby. Information on the development in the mother's womb became available only after observations done with modern devices. Yet, just like many other scientific facts, these pieces of information are imparted in the verses of the Quran in a miraculous way. The fact that such detailed and accurate information was given in the Quran at a time when people had scarce information on medical matters is clear evidence that the Quran is not the word of man, but the word of God.
حسن ظني